Live from WYLN Hazleton, this is WYLN's late edition, News at 10, with meteorologist Joe Garbacek, sports with Beth Mensinger, anchors Lisa Sugar and L.A. Tyrone. News, weather, sports, features, and more. You're watching WYLN's late edition, News at 10.
Good evening and welcome to WYLN's late edition for Friday, October 11th, 2013. I'm Ann Gownley. Details on a Berwick Riverfest happening this weekend, and also our L.A. Tyrone has details on Klein Township that is happening, that is cleaning up those communities. It's Friday night football, so that means our Beth Mensinger will have plenty of high school football highlights from tonight's big games, and Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacek is in the Weather Center with your weekend forecast. But first, late edition's look at tonight's top stories. The family and friends of Jonathan Garay want answers as to why he was shot and killed by a Hazleton officer early Saturday morning on October 5th. Today, they let their voices be heard.
Justice for Jonathan! Justice for Jonathan! Justice for Jonathan! Justice for Jonathan!
Justice for Jonathan was chanted over and over again as over 50 family members and friends of 26-year-old Jonathan Garay of Hazleton walked with state police escorts from Garay's home at 1st and Alter Street to Diamond Avenue, down Vine Street, and all the way to Hazleton City Hall, where the protests continued.
We want justice! We want justice! We want justice!
Garay's girlfriend, Christina Green, told the media that this protest was a peaceful one and that the Hazleton officer who shot and killed Garay needs to be brought to justice.
This is a nonviolent rally. We're not about any kind of violence right now. Today it's injustice anywhere is a threat everywhere, and that's quoted by Martin Luther King Jr. So we're here to use our rights for our voices to be heard.
There was a rumored threat of a gang coming into the city, and police from around the area were preparing for the worst. Just before noon, nearly 40 Pennsylvania State Police troopers were stationed at Harmon Geist Stadium. Outside City Hall, state troopers on horseback, foot, and in cars were patrolling the area to make sure everyone stayed safe.
No gang affiliation whatsoever. He was not gang affiliated at all. This has nothing to do with gangs. I mean, if you look around today, we are in all different colors. We want everybody to come down and support us. This has nothing to do with this.
Jonathan's sister Veronica tells us that these last few days have been the worst of her life, and she is getting no information from law enforcement. She says that's why they are rallying together to bring justice for her brother. Jonathan's cousin Mo, who did not give us his last name, reminds the public that it was a peaceful rally and that the bottom line of this whole thing is justice for Jonathan.
We just want justice. We want justice to be served. You see out here everybody not happy. We don't want trouble. We just want justice.
According to family and friends, they will continue to rally and protest until they get answers from either the district attorney's office or the police.
We will not have peace until justice is served. So we hope that the judicial system will hear us and grant us peace. I would like the officer to be persecuted like anybody else will be persecuted. I want the fact that he's an officer, when he's being judged, to be thrown out, and he needs to be judged as a person. He needs to be persecuted for what he has done.
The family tells us they want their story to be heard by all parties involved, and that the support they are getting from the community has been overwhelming.
We really need support from the community. We really appreciate it. The family's hearts really appreciate it. And the more voices that is put out nationally, you know, this police brutality needs to stop. You know, this just needs to stop. It could happen to somebody else, so we want it to stop now.
We appreciate it. We thank them very much, because a lot of them knew how much of a good man he was.
No word if the protest will officially take place tomorrow, but again, they say it may begin at 1 p.m. During today's protest, rumors of a lockdown at Hazleton area school district's buildings all surfaced. Superintendent of Schools Dr. Francis Antonelli squashed those rumors, releasing a statement to the media. All schools are operating on a normal schedule. Normal daily routines are being followed for all schools. Students in the Hazleton area school district were dismissed at their regular scheduled times. This morning, one local mayor announced his proposed budget for the upcoming year. Our Gary Perna has more from Wilkes-Barre.
Mayor Tom Layton announced his 2014 budget for the city of Wilkes-Barre this morning. Layton is proposing no increases in taxes for 2014.
The 2014 budget is $42.7 million. I am not proposing any tax or fee hikes of any kind for this coming year. We were able to keep the budget in balance without asking our taxpayers to shoulder more of the cost burden for 2014. It is a testament to the discipline and diligence of our department heads and employees to spend within our limits.
Most of the city's budget is taken up by police and fire protection, which is projected to cost the city over $10 million in 2014.
We continue to spend more money on public safety than any other sector of the municipal government. More than half of the entire general fund budget is spent on police and fire departments combined. We have never and will never ransom the public safety because of financial constraints.
In Mayor Tom Layton's 2014 budget, he is proposing to add 10 more police officers to the Wilkes-Barre City Police Force. He said adding those 10 officers will be great to help combat crime here in the city.
We believe in equality of safety across every neighborhood, and to achieve that end, I have allocated funding in my budget to hire additional police officers this coming year. My goal is to hire 10 new officers in 2014, but we will closely monitor the strength of the city finances to hire as many officers as the general fund can afford.
Layton said they are able to add more costs because of other departments have cut back and the city did not fill some positions that were left vacant. City employees will receive a 3% raise. Mayor Layton's salary will also increase 3% for 2014 to $82,309. He said he has not taken a raise for the last 7 years. The budget needs to be adopted by council before the end of the year. In Wilkes-Barre, for WYLN's Late Edition, I'm Gary Perna.
Thank you, Gary. A man accused of shooting and killing another in Wilkes-Barre Heights this summer has pleaded not guilty. Joshua Carlos Ovalis entered the plea in the July 7th shooting of 24-year-old Vaughn Kemp on Grant Street. The 19-year-old Ovalis is charged with an open count of criminal homicide, which will be refined to first, second, or third-degree murder during his trial. Two witnesses who testified for the prosecution in local court in August said they saw Ovalis fire shots into the air. Kemp died of multiple gunshot wounds. A trial date is likely to be announced next week. Ovalis is held without bail. Another arrest in the Pittston prostitution ring. Nanticoke police, along with the help of Newport Township police, have taken 29-year-old Jose Avello of Nanticoke into custody. Avello is one of two men police have been searching for. Avello was taken into custody at his sister's home at 132 SB Street, Nanticoke, just before 5 p.m. According to police, Avello, Randy Coleman of Pittston, and brothers 30-year-old Anthony Lamont Boone and 29-year-old Gregory Boone, both of Pittston, were involved in a prostitution ring. They had posted the topless photos of two teens in a website advertisement for escorts. The Boone brothers were arrested today. They are accused of convincing a 16 and 18-year-old woman to be prostitutes and drove them to a motel room in Concannock, where a man paid them $300 for 30 minutes. Nanticoke police are holding Avello for Pittston police. A warrant for the arrest of Randy Coleman is still active. Local Hazleton Public Library patrons can now borrow a variety of their favorite reading materials, all from the comfort of their own home. WYLN's Julie Stefanovich has the details.
With the massive popularity of ebooks, Luzerne County Libraries have introduced a program that lets library users access books to their electronic devices at the click of a mouse. Jane Doherty, who is the head of circulation at the Hazleton Public Library, explains how it all works.
New program for ebooks that's free to our library patrons. We're very happy to announce it. And you can use your library card to access a collection of over 1,100 titles now. You can actually do it on just about any mobile device. You can do it on your desktop computer also, your laptop, a Kindle, a Nook, an iPad, an iPhone, just about any mobile device.
The ebook program works just like the traditional book checkout.
If you get an ebook from the library, you can usually have it for 2 weeks, and you can check out 3 books at a time.
Regular library patrons need not worry about paper print going away anytime soon. Doherty explains the need for both types of markets.
I think that they're very different markets. There's a need for reference material and books that people wouldn't necessarily want to buy, as opposed to a book that you just want to read one time. And I think that there are a lot of people who still enjoy the printed book, but there's a whole new market out there for electronic media.
If you already have a library card, you can log on to hazletonlibrary.org to access ebooks, or visit your local library to obtain a card. In Hazleton for WYLN's Late Edition, I'm Julie Stefanovich.
The American Red Cross has asked for your help in assisting a family in West Hazleton that was displaced by last night's fire. The multifamily residence on Anchor Street caught fire around 8:30 last night. Still no word from officials how the fire began. The Red Cross has provided one family of 2 adults and 2 children with food and clothing. To donate to your local chapter, you can visit www.redcross.org or call them at 1-800-RED-CROSS. The Children in Helping Hands Society got a special treat today as members of the Hazleton Fire Department paid them a visit. Our Julie Stefanovich also has that story.
Special guests were welcomed this morning at the Helping Hands Society. 3 firefighters from the Hazleton Fire Department spoke with the children on fire safety and prevention. The students learned of the importance of having working smoke detectors in their homes and what to do in case a fire broke out. Fire Chief Donald Leschko believes that the younger you can teach a child about safety, the better.
This is so very important. We love to come out to especially Helping Hands and the kindergarten classes and the preschool classes, and we want to bring our word of fire prevention and fire safety and get it to the children as early as possible. And by starting them this early in their life, learning about fire prevention, fire safety, and every year throughout their school age years, early school age years, reinforcing that position, we've seen that it has helped children understand the importance of fire safety, understand the importance of using 911 as a help, not as a toy. Also the importance of making sure that mommy and daddy have working smoke detectors in their homes and what to do in case a fire breaks out.
The students were also introduced to fire gear and how a firefighter prepares to fight a fire. In seeing the process done step by step, the children are made to feel less intimidated.
The program went fabulous. The kids really enjoyed it. We got to really show the children what the firemen wear to go into a fire, not to be afraid of the firemen, that they're there to help them, not to hurt them, and also, to show them the equipment we use each and every day. Plus, also we let them squirt the hose and see what it is to be a real life fireman. So they really had a great time, and we're just so happy to be able to come and do this each and every year.
The most important factor that Chief Leschko hopes that the students take with them is that fire prevention is every day of the year and wants everyone to practice fire safety. In Hazleton for WYLN's Late Edition, I'm Julie Stefanovich.
And that is a look at tonight's top stories. Time now to check in with Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacic in the Bedrock Gardens Weather Center. Joe, how long will this rainy weather last?
Well, it does look like the rain is moving out of our area. Now, as I speak, we got a few sprinkles, a little bit of some mist in the air from time to time, but again, nothing significant right here in our backyard. Now that the weekend is quickly approaching, I'll let you know what we can expect with the 7-day forecast coming up after these commercial messages. But before we go to break, well, we had some watches, warnings out there before, but all of them now confined toward the south and west, so for our immediate viewing area, we don't have to worry about any threats at this time. We'll be back after the break.
Swing to Big Bad Voodoo Daddy October 18th at the Alice E. Wiltsey Performing Arts Center at the historic castle in Hazleton. 2013 marks the 20th anniversary of Big Bad Voodoo Daddy's remarkable arrival onto the music scene. And today, the high-energy 9-piece ensemble continues to remind the world that it's still cool to swing big band style. Join the party. Shake and move to the groove October 18th.
Why should you visit Penn State Hazleton?
Because if you come to our Penn State Day open house, there's no application fee. We have fun.
We have the Lion.
We have new scholarship money.
Students are scoring internships
all over the country. Penn State is ranked number 1
by corporate recruiters.
And this is your chance to see campus, talk to students, meet professors, and check out everything Penn State has to offer.
Penn State Hazleton.
Check us out at psu.edu/visit Hazleton.
We build tires, but not tires like anybody else. We build Cooper tires for people, not just cars. People who are chauffeurs and shuttle pilots, heavy haulers and heavy hitters. More than what your Cooper tires can do, it's about what you can do with your Cooper tires. Life's a road trip. Come on, let's go.
Heritage Sure Save, your neighborhood full-service supermarket. Come see for yourself. They have the freshest selection of meats, cheese, and produce. Baked goods made fresh on premises. They have an in-store butcher who is happy to accommodate your special orders. Be sure to stop in and check out their unadvertised specials. You'll find them throughout the store. See their flyer for weekly specials. Heritage Sure Save, your neighborhood full-service supermarket. This week at Heritage, we feature Farmer's Iced Tea regular diet for only $1.88 a gallon.
A few sprinkles, a light rain shower here and there across parts of our viewing area. But again, nothing significant. That, of course, is the good news. You can see a little bit of some heavier rain right in through this region here, but the rest of our area, in fact, all of our viewing area, there's nothing significant to worry about right now. Temperature-wise, though, we're at 58 degrees, our live Lehigh tire conditions outside our station in Hazleton, and we picked up only 0.03 of an inch of precipitation since the midnight hour. Robert Stevens face and body. Almanac page for the day, 64 and 52. 62 and 42 are the averages, 86 and 26. The record still stands 7-11, 6:31, sunrise and sunset for tomorrow. So generally waking up into the 50s this morning, and there were some upper 40s out there, and we did get up into the 60s with a couple of areas getting into the lower 70s. These are 24-hour high temperatures, but where the rain has been and falling and the overcast skies, there's some areas that it remained even cooler. 58 now in New Angola, 59 in Berwick, 59 in Bloomsburg, 57 in Monomoy City, and 58 degrees in Danville. Satellites and radar. Finally, the system is starting to break apart. It's actually going a little further southward. A push of dry air from the north and northwest pushing its way in, so this is going to confine everything further toward the south as we go through the overnight hours. There you can start to see improving conditions. Some of those skies will clear out tomorrow. I think we'll see a mixture of clouds and sunshine. Overall, looking like it should be a pretty nice looking Saturday. Looks like it should be a pretty nice looking Sunday as well. Heading into tomorrow, I think we'll be up into the 60s going into tomorrow night. 50s, maybe some upper 40s out there. And then Sunday at the noontime hour, temperatures generally will be up into the 60s. So again, that dry push of air pushing everything down toward the south. So we'll start to see the gradual improvements through tonight and as we head into the daytime hours of tomorrow. So again, that rain, any leftover showers, light drizzle and mist will start to fade out. We'll see the improving conditions and looking like a pretty nice day tomorrow. Maybe a sprinkle, maybe a stray shower, but pretty much that is going to be isolated. Most, if not the majority, possibly all of our viewing area may stay dry the entire time. Extended forecast brought to you by the Wire Guys, a division of Arc Electric. Sunday we're at 63 degrees. Monday we're at 63. Looks like it'll be dry. Tuesday and Wednesday dry. Next chance of seeing any rain won't get here until about Thursday, with a couple of scattered showers back into our area. Our evening Pennsylvania lottery numbers. Daily 252 to Big 4 9054. Quinto numbers looking like this: 8 2988, and a cash 5 15 29 33 and 37. Back to you, Ann.
Thanks, Joe. Coming up next, Klein Township is working hard to clean up their communities. L.A. Tyrone will have all the details when we come right back. You're watching Late Edition only on WYLN.
Hi everybody, this is Richie Molinaro, Marketing Director for Fairway Chevrolet in Hazleton. Since Berwick Chevrolet is no longer an authorized Chevrolet dealer, I'd like to personally invite you to join our Fairway family. We'll provide you with the utmost courtesy, from Chevrolet sales, service, and parts to our state-of-the-art body shop and auto spot. We have over 300 new and pre-owned vehicles in stock. We're the #1 commercial truck and business elite dealer in Pennsylvania, and we would be honored to be your Chevrolet dealer.
For all your projects large and small, Bedrock Gardens has it all. They are fully stocked and ready to fill your order. Rubber mulch and rubber curbing to match. Lots of color choices to pick from. Wall stone, natural stone, full pallets ready to go. Their bins are full with rich colored quality mulch that will look wonderful all season long. Finish off your fabulous outdoor space with their quality patio furniture and easy to assemble fire pits. Everything you need for your summer projects. Delivery available or just stop by and they will load you up. Bedrock Gardens, locally owned and operated. Call today.
A winning smile. It's not the secret to success, but it sure helps. Protect your smile by visiting Dr. Weiss for complete dental services. Dr. Weiss offers a full-service denture laboratory on premises, offering dentures in one day. 3 dentists, 4 hygienists, and a team of caring technicians and assistants specializing in quality dentures and repairs, complete general dentistry, extractions, cleaning, and caps. Dr. Weiss, where you can have new dentures in one day.
Hi, sir. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Pretty good. Can I just get your name for our mailing list?
Yeah, sure. Smitty Jones.
Is that the same Smitty Jones that lives at 1 Phillip Street?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, sir. I can't complete this transaction.
What do you mean? I'm just buying a candy bar.
Unfortunately, your credit score is too low.
What do you mean? I'm paying cash.
Sir, I'm going to need you to settle down.
Listen, I'm not freaking out.
Security!
Come on.
Clean up. Check out 15. Clean up.
Even if your credit is this bad, we can still help. Penn Financial Group. We stop foreclosures, stop sheriff sales, reduce or eliminate your debt, and improve your credit rating, guaranteed. Call us today for a free consultation. Penn Financial Group. Get credit happy.
Homebrew your own wine with Simply Homebrew. Let their award-winning winemaker guide you through the entire process with 3 winemaking sessions, including the use of fresh winemaking juice and grapes, winery-grade equipment. Choose your own bottles, corks, and decorative caps. Design your own custom labels. You will be guided through the entire process from start to finish. It has never been easier to start home brewing. Simply Homebrew, 2 Honey Hole Road in Drums, 788-2311.
Welcome back to Late Edition. A group in Klein Township is hoping to make things look a little better. L.A. Tyrone has more.
The Klein Township Beautification Committee is looking to make the township look better and nicer, and it's got several goals in mind.
This past year, the Klein Township Beautification Committee decided that we would take on a project of redoing the Claire's Playground. The playground has been here for umpteen years, and it was a little dilapidated. You know, the paint needed to be redone, the pavilion that's here was falling down. So the organization took it upon themselves, went to the supervisors and asked for permission to kind of revamp it, give it some new life.
We are looking to place signs at the entrances of all of our 7 communities here in Klein Township. So we're looking for the ability to not only place them, but also put flowers around them and beautify the entrances of all of our communities.
Which means you'll be seeing signs reading, "Welcome to Claire's" or "Welcome to Silverbrook." Perna says there are short-term plans and long-term plans.
We do plan on, for next year, having a walking trail put in, redoing the park pavilion, putting a new roof on, putting new park benches in, and making it a place for everyone to spend time. And we're asking the community for their help now.
But of course there is a cost and a need for volunteers. Even the signs are expensive.
So we are looking for people to help offset the costs of that. Any donations are appreciated, and also help. We have our meetings the first Monday every month at the Klein Township Municipal Building, and we invite everyone to stop on over and help. Even when we did the playground here, we had people that just came by. We had 2 young girls that said, "Oh, we come here all the time. We'd like to help." And they came and they helped, and they spray painted some of the equipment that we have here. We had another neighbor who also stopped over. He painted with us for numerous times and became part of our committee without even coming to a meeting.
We are also looking for donations for paint to do this pavilion here, and maybe some roofing. Anybody have any roofing supplies, shingles, plywood, that would also help.
And there are several fundraisers planned, including one for the day when at least 30% of residents will be out.
We have a hoagie sale, which will take place on Election Day, which is November 5th. We'll be selling the hoagies out of the Klein Township Town Hall, which is right next to the Township Garage where everyone goes to vote. We'll be selling 8-inch Italian hoagies from Capriotti's, and you can place advance orders with myself at 570-233-4834 or with Lori Kane at 570-449-1776.
I say 30% because that's the expected turnout Election Day. In any case, Supervisor Nick Sanko is pleased with what the committee has already done.
It's beautiful what the accomplishment they already proven by painting all the items that are here on the Recreation Committee, okay? And it's so nice to see that by putting up a few signs and a barrel that there's no more littering like it had been in the past. And they see the things being done, and when they see this, it works out so nice that everybody seems to cooperate.
And he says he's supportive of its efforts in the future. L.A. Tyrone, WILN's Late Edition.
Thank you, L.A. Stay right where you are. Beth Mensinger's next with Week 7 highlights from high school football. You're watching Late Edition only on WILN. All Care Home Care, the health care that you need in the comfort and privacy of your own home.
At All Care Home Care, our caring and compassionate staff of skilled nurses, occupational speech, physical therapists, dietitian, social worker, and home health aides will give you the professional care you need. Call 459-3002.
With All Care Home Care, you will feel so much better and be able to do so much more.
Remember, it's still your choice. For your care, call us and we'll be there.
It's Octoberger, the sale's so big they named a month after it.
This 14 Jeep Patriot Latitude 4x4, you can buy it for $22,700 or lease it for $214,000. I also have a Chrysler 200 Limited. Buy it for $21,900 or lease it for only $189 a month, or a Chrysler Town & Country Touring. You can buy that one for $26,900 or you can lease it for $299 a month.
It's Octoberger at Berger, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, Route 93, Hazleton.
Managing risk is more than just buying an insurance policy. At Dreyfus, our approach is different. We have 25 risk management professionals who have the tools and experience to help our clients avoid and survive unexpected events. We can help you with risk transfer, OSHA requirements, safe workplace, cybersecurity, and claims management. All of these go well beyond an insurance policy. We're also independent, so we can access dozens of insurance carriers like Grange Insurance, who can insure your auto, home, business, and life. Dreyfus Insurance since 1901 and Grange Insurance since 1935. We're committed to helping you manage risk.
Join the American Cancer Society October 27th for the Survivor Runway Spooktacular from 1 to 3 p.m. at the top of the 80s. All proceeds from the event will benefit the Look Good, Feel Better program, providing wigs to cancer patients. Join them for fun and fashion. There'll be a tricky tray, door prizes, celebrity guest bartenders, and State Representative Tara Toohill will join both patient and caregiver models in showcasing some of the season's high fashion. Light refreshments and a cash bar will be available. Bring a friend and take a Sunday afternoon to help the American Cancer Society and the Look Good, Feel Better program.
Welcome to Week 7 of Friday Night Football, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight we kick it all off with the WILN Game of the Week at Crestwood High School. The Comets took on Pocono Mountain West. Last week in their homecoming game, they beat Hazleton area. Tonight they are looking to win their 6th game in a row. WILN's Marty Burns has the highlights.
Crestwood in that opening quarter, 4th and 7 from the 32. Tanner Kalu will go from 32 yards out. Big burst into the end zone. Point after was no good, and it was 6-0 Crestwood. In the second quarter, Frank Eigeldinger, who went over 1,000 yards on the season, got a big run here inside the Panther 15, which set up a 4th and 3, and quarterback Jay Popson from 6 yards out. He'll get into the end zone to make it 12-0 Comets. And then Popson on the 2-point conversion pulls his way through the left side. 14-0 Crestwood at the half. And then in the third quarter, Popson here from 43 yards out. Broke away from a couple of tacklers and then showed his speed, his second rushing touchdown of the night. Made it 21-0 Crestwood. And then once again, Popson for the third time on the night. This time from 5 yards out. He's in the end zone, and the Comets led 28-0. After a fumble recovery on the last play of the third quarter, Jacob Spangler from 1 yard out made it 35-0 Crestwood. And then on fourth down, Eigeldinger, the interception. He'll bring it back near midfield, and the Comets take over offensively. They'll go 4 plays from 51 yards out. Eigeldinger on the board. Point after good. Crestwood makes it 6 wins in a row. And on the Service Electric Wilkes-Barre post-game recap, they win it by a score of 42-0 over Pocono Mountain West.
Checking out other Week 7 scores from around the Wyoming Valley Conference. First, Wyoming Valley West, big over Tunkhannock. The Crusaders, 32 to the Patriots 13, and Northwest fell to Lake Lehman 38-27. Hanover area wins 22-14 over GAR. That's the extent of tonight's games. Tomorrow, a few games are on tap. The Cougars head to Dallas for a 1 o'clock kickoff. Nanticoke and Holy Redeemer also kick off at 1 o'clock. And Saturday night, Myers hosting Wyoming area, that one at 7 p.m. Also kicking off, let's go to the Anthracite Football League gameplay tonight. It was a battle of the unbeatens in Jim Thorpe, the Olympians against the Mahanoy area Golden Bears. Winner of this game right here may very well be the AFL champion this year. Let's jump to the second quarter. Ball in the possession of Jim Thorpe until it is fumbled there by their quarterback. A little confusion, but eventually grabbed by Mahanoy's Jason Richmond. Jim Thorpe will have to punt the ball thereafter. It's quickly back in their hands after the Bears fumble, and Thorpe jumps on it for the possession. Still in the second, Jim Thorpe looking to jump ahead, and they will behind quarterback Ryan Saunders. 22-yard touchdown. Olympians lead 7-0. Again, ball in Saunders' hands. This time he takes it 35 yards for the Jim Thorpe score. They will lead the Bears 14-0. Mahanoy trying to get something started, but quarterback Dylan Maymod, he is picked off by Thorpe's Ryan Carroll right there. The Olympians will be set up at the 7-yard line, and it's a nice grab by Deontay St. Hill for another Jim Thorpe touchdown. The Olympians are now the only undefeated team in the AFL with that final 26-0. The Tamaqua Blue Raiders took a trip to Memorial Field in Schuylkill Haven tonight to face off with the Hurricanes. The Blue Raiders coming off a loss last week to North Schuylkill, but they were ready for a fight tonight. First quarter, QB Nate Edmonds sacked for an 8-yard loss by Zach Kirshner of the Hurricanes. Then it's Edmonds. Again, he hands off to Tyler Hope. This will be a 20-yard carry for Hope. Raiders will get the first down. Then a few plays later, Edmonds sets up at the 4. He keeps it himself. Tamaqua, they go up 6-0 as the extra point is no good. Still in the first quarter. Haven's William Casella. He will get the handoff from quarterback Ryan Fink. 37-yard gain before being brought down by Tamaqua. The first will run out, and it's to start the second. 4 seconds in, 2 yards out, and Casella finishes the possession. Extra point good. Hurricanes up 7-6. Next possession for the Blue Raiders. Hope with a big first half. He is 201 yards rushing after this touchdown. The Blue Raiders will win in Schuylkill Haven. That final, 32-14. The Colts of Marion on a win streak the past few weeks as they welcome the Batlin Miners to the Men of Marion Stadium. At the half, Marion led 30-0. Third quarter, Minersville quarterback Josh McBreen, he will connect with Brian Brennan for the first down. A little iffy there, but it looks like he caught it inbounds. 1st and 10 for the Miners, but it was a pick by sophomore Dom Mussolini for the Colts. 3 plays later, Dean Richards in the shotgun for Marion. Kind of threw me off there a little bit with the camera, but he breaks a few tackles. He will take it 41 yards with the keeper. Marion will go up 37-0, and they will win. 2 other scores in from the Anthracite League. We have Shenandoah Valley, who fell to Panther Valley tonight. 34-21 was that score. And in a match with their District 4 rival, Mount Carmel, North Schuylkill came up just short, falling 19-13. Hopefully we'll have some more highlights coming up for you in the second half. Until then, Ann Gownley as your top story recaps.
Buy it at Barber Ford. It's a cut above the rest. Buy it at Barber Ford. Honest people where the deals are the best. Now is the time. Barber Ford is the place. The best cause I hear there's no mistake. You can't buy better. You can't buy better than
River Ford, Route 309 in Hazleton, and on Route 11 in Exeter.
What you sleep on can change your life. It affects how you feel, your relationships, how you perform. Let the folks at Grand Central custom fit the right sleeping surface just for you. Get free interest for 36 months, free delivery, free removal, free bed frame, plus a free furniture gift card on Sealy Posturepedic hybrids and Optimum bedding. Be custom fit. Get lots of freebies. Everybody shops Grand Central. Shouldn't you?
Welcome back. The family and friends of Jonathan Garay want answers as to why he was shot and killed by a Hazleton police officer early Saturday morning on October 5th. Today, they let their voices be heard. Justice for Jonathan was chanted over and over again as over 50 family members and friends of 26-year-old Jonathan Garay of Hazleton walked with state police escorts from Garay's home at 1st and Alter Street to Diamond Avenue, down Vine Street, and all the way to Hazleton City Hall where the protests continued. We want justice! We want justice! We want justice! Garay's girlfriend, Christina Green, told the media that this protest was a peaceful one and that the Hazleton officer who shot and killed Garay needs to be brought to justice.
This is a nonviolent rally. We're not about any kind of violence right now. Today it's injustice anywhere is a threat everywhere, and that's quoted by Martin Luther King Jr. So we're here to use our rights for our voices to be heard.
There was a rumored threat of a gang coming into the city, and police from around the area were preparing for the worst. Just before noon, nearly 40 Pennsylvania State Police troopers were stationed at Harmon Geist Stadium. Outside City Hall, state troopers on horseback, foot, and in cars were patrolling the area to make sure everyone stayed safe.
This looks like a game! We want justice! We want justice! We want justice! This looks like a game! This is justice! We want justice! This looks like a game! We want justice! This looks like a game! We want justice!
We have no gang affiliation whatsoever. He was not gang affiliated at all. This has nothing to do with gangs. I mean, if you look around today, we are in all different colors. We want everybody to come down and support us. This has nothing to do with this.
Jonathan's sister Veronica tells us that these last few days have been the worst of her life, and she is getting no information from law enforcement. She says that's why they are rallying together to bring justice for her brother. Jonathan's cousin Mo, who did not give us his last name, reminds the public that it was a peaceful rally and that the bottom line of this whole thing is justice for Jonathan.
We just want justice. We want justice to be served. You see out here everybody not happy. We don't want trouble. We just want justice.
According to family and friends, they will continue to rally and protest until they get answers from either the district attorney's office or the police.
We will not have peace until justice is served. So we hope that the judicial system will hear us and grant us peace. I would like the officer to be persecuted like anybody else will be persecuted. I want the fact that he's an officer, when he's being judged, to be thrown out, and he needs to be judged as a person. He needs to be persecuted for what he has done.
The family tells us they want their story to be heard by all parties involved, and that the support they are getting from the community has been overwhelming.
We really need support from the community. We really appreciate it. The family's hearts really appreciate it. And the more voices that is put out nationally, you know, this police brutality needs to stop. You know, this just needs to stop. It could happen to somebody else, so we want it to stop now.
We appreciate it. We thank them very much, because a lot of them knew how much of a good man he was.
No word if the protest will officially take place tomorrow, but again, they say it may begin at 1 p.m. Now, Now, during today's protest, rumors of a lockdown at Hazleton area school district buildings also surfaced. Superintendent of Schools Dr. Francis Antonelli squashed those rumors, releasing a statement to the media. All schools are operating on a normal schedule. Normal daily routines are being followed for all schools. Students in the Hazleton area school district were dismissed at their regular scheduled times. This morning, one local mayor announced his proposed budget for the upcoming year. Our Gary Perna has more from Wilkes-Barre.
Mayor Tom Layton announced his 2014 budget for the city of Wilkes-Barre this morning. Layton is proposing no increases in taxes for 2014.
The 2014 budget is $42.7 million. I am not proposing any tax or fee hikes of any kind for this coming year. We were able to keep the budget in balance without asking our taxpayers to shoulder more of the cost burden for 2014. It is a testament to the discipline and diligence of our department heads and employees to spend within our limits.
Most of the city's budget is taken up by police and fire protection, which is projected to cost the city over $10 million in 2014.
We continue to spend more money on public safety than any other sector of the municipal government. More than half of the entire general fund budget is spent on police and fire departments combined. We have never and will never ransom the public safety because of financial constraints.
In Mayor Tom Layton's 2014 budget, he is proposing to add 10 more police officers to the Wilkes-Barre City Police Force. He said adding those 10 officers will be great to help combat crime here in the city.
We believe in equality of safety across every neighborhood, and to achieve that end, I have allocated funding in my budget to hire additional police officers this coming year. My goal is to hire 10 new officers in 2014, but we will closely monitor the strength of the city finances to hire as many officers as the general fund can afford.
Layton said they are able to add more cops because of other departments have cut back and the city did not fill some positions that were left vacant. City employees will receive a 3% raise. Mayor Layton's salary will also increase 3% for 2014 to $82,309. He said he has not taken a raise for the last 7 years. The budget needs to be adopted by council before the end of the year. In Wilkes-Barre, for WYLN's Late Edition, I'm Gary Perna.
A man accused of shooting and killing another in Wilkes-Barre Heights this summer has pleaded not guilty. Joshua Carlos Ovalis entered the plea in the July 7th shooting of 24-year-old Vaughn Kemp on Grant Street. The 19-year-old Ovalis is charged with an open count of criminal homicide, which will be refined to first, second, or third-degree murder during his trial. Two witnesses who testified for the prosecution in local court in August said they saw Ovalis fire shots into the air. Kemp died of multiple gunshot wounds. The trial date is likely to be announced next week. Ovalis is held without bail. Another arrest in the Pittston prostitution ring. Nanticoke police, along with the help of Newport Township police, have taken 29-year-old Jose Alvello of Nanticoke into custody. Alvello is one of two men police have been searching for. Alvello was taken into custody at his sister's home at 132 SB Street in Nanticoke just before 5 p.m. According to police, Alvello, Randy Coleman of Pittston, and brothers 30-year-old Anthony Lamont Boone and 29-year-old Gregory Boone of Pittston were involved in a prostitution ring. They had posted the topless photos of two teens on a website advertisement for escorts. The Boone brothers were arrested yesterday. They are accused of convincing a 16 and 18-year-old woman to be prostitutes and drove them to a motel room in Tunkhannock where a man paid them $300 for 30 minutes. Nanticoke police are holding Alvello for the Pittston police. A warrant for the arrest of Randy Coleman is still active. And that is a look at tonight's top stories. Once again, time to check in with Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik in the Bedrock Gardens Weather Center. Joe?
Thank you very much, Ann. It is pretty nice temperature-wise, at least right now here in the backyard. Pretty much the rain and drizzle has stopped, at least for now. Weekend is quickly approaching. Will we see sunshine and warmer temperatures? I'm going to let you know after break. But before we go to break, we go back in time. It was known as Super Typhoon Tip. This one, look at the diameter and the eye of the diameter. It was huge. It was the largest and most powerful tropical storm ever recorded back in 1979. The complete 7-day forecast will be coming at you in just a few minutes.
Your family's good health begins with a great team. That team is the Alliance Medical Group. We're the first healthcare provider in the greater Hazleton area to offer a fully integrated approach to family and specialized medical care. Our expanding network of more than 30 physicians and specialists are trusted by thousands for routine and complex medical treatments. For a convenient appointment at any of our 15 regional offices, simply call 501-4AMG. Alliance Medical Group. Your health, that's our specialty.
What do you see? Perhaps you're noticing the rusted fender or the dented side panel. Maybe the first thing your eye goes to is the worn interior. But look closer and you'll see something else. Value. At Harry's You Pull It, we see value in your old car and so will others. It's the reason we offer top dollar for your car. Junker, clunker, piece of tin, your car may have many names, but at Harry's, there's only one that matters. Value. Visit one of our 3 locations today in Hazleton, Pennsburg, and Allentown.
S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric, Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
Hello, I'm Tiffany Cloud. I love books, appreciate the efforts of local authors, respect those who recognize the need to know our history, and this week, local author Chris Cannon joins me to talk about his new book, All We Like Sheep, a thought-provoking read and one so timely in light of what's going on in our nation and our communities. This week on The Storm, only on WYLN TV.
Welcome back to Late Edition. The Berwick area is prepping for their annual Riverfest that begins tonight and runs through Sunday. It's time for the 3rd annual Berwick Riverfest, and many residents across the borough are headed down to the Test Track Park in Berwick, behind the Kmart on Route 11 for food, fun, and entertainment.
We have over 105 vendors this year. We have Denny and Pearls and Hewlett's, and from the Bloomsburg Fair we have 2 Dippy Sisters and 100 more vendors and crafters here, and good entertainment for the whole weekend.
The event is completely free from admission to parking. Sports tells us there will be plenty for all ages to do, including a fireworks display on Saturday night.
Yes, and we have Tommy Gunn's band again, and after they're done playing in the evening, the fireworks go off. Before Tommy Gunn's, we have Mike Lewis, and before Mike, we have the Holy Annunciation Dancers.
Kelsey Plasto says she's enjoying her first year at Riverfest. All weekend, her and her team will be selling Indian food, and they say they hope to do well enough this weekend so they can come back next year.
We are, right when you walk in, you'll come right to our stand, and we sell Indian cuisine. We have a little bit of everything for people to try, including some vegetarian things. We also are selling some hats.
With hundreds ready to head to Riverfest, Sports says this is the main reason they put this event together, all for the residents.
We're not out to make any money on it. We just hope to break even. And, a lot of the area companies do sponsors and help us out with things, and it's greatly appreciated.
Berwick Riverfest will take place all this weekend. For a list of events, you can log on to www.berwickborough.org. Stay tuned. Beth Mensinger is in with the second half of sports only on WYLN.
The Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home Incorporated at 542 North Wyoming Street in Hazleton, serving the greater Hazleton area since 1890 and still family owned and operated, offers convenient parking, handicapped accessibility, seating for over 150 people, casket, cremation product showrooms to accommodate traditional, cremation, and pre-planned funerals. The Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home Incorporated, 570-454-3341.
As a diabetic, where do I turn for the special healthcare products and advice I need?
Come into your nearby Good Neighbor Pharmacy. We specialize in the unique concerns and needs you have as a diabetic patient. Your Good Neighbor pharmacist has a fully trained staff, stocks a broad selection of the products you need, and takes a personal interest in your health and well-being.
During these changing times, is your insurance program up to date? I'm local Allstate agent Gary McNeilis. I invite you to come into our office or give us a call. We'll help you be sure that you have the proper coverage to take care of all your family's needs at a price you can afford. Now more than ever, you need to be in good hands to protect everything that's important to you. Our team of insurance professionals and I will be honored to serve you. Are you in good hands?
Base Luncheonette, still making memories after all these years.
Swing to Big Bad Voodoo Daddy October 18th at the Alice E. Wiltsey Performing Arts Center at the historic castle in Hazleton. 2013 marks the 20th anniversary of Big Bad Voodoo Daddy's remarkable arrival onto the music scene. And today, the high-energy 9-piece ensemble continues to remind the world that it's still cool to swing big band style. Join the party. Shake and move to the groove October 18th. WYLN, your first choice for locally produced shows like Chef Lou, Jen-tastic Sweets, Off the Beaten Path, The Storm, and more. Find out how you can stretch your advertising dollars and be a part of the WYLN TV lineup. Call 570-459-1869, extension 1302. WYLN, we're your local network.
Welcome back for some more high school football highlights. George Curry's undefeated Berwick Bulldogs took the trip out Interstate 80 this evening to face off with Quad A Williamsport. A big crowd on hand in Billport tonight for the Millionaires. But we started with a long return on the opening kickoff for Williamsport. It's a short touchdown there. Running back Isaac Faust takes it in from 2 yards out. Later in the first quarter, Berwick gets those points right back. Another 2-yard touchdown run, this time by number 21, Dane Kowalski. Score is 7 apiece. In the second quarter, Berwick defense stepping up. Dane Kowalski with the interception at the 20-yard line. It was a big play in the game. He returns it to the 10-yard line. Then the Berwick offense takes over. They lead. Okay, well, anyway, Berwick won. A final 48-7 in Williamsport. In more sad news, the 2-year-old son of star Minnesota Viking running back Adrian Peterson passed away this evening in a South Dakota hospital. Reports say it's a case of child abuse. The suspect of the alleged abuse is the mother of the boy's boyfriend, 27-year-old Joseph Robert Patterson. He appeared in court this morning, and bail has been set at $750,000. He is charged with aggravated battery of an infant and aggravated assault. There is no word if Adrian Peterson will suit up for the Vikings on Sunday as they head to Carolina. And 3 players on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have been diagnosed with MRSA. It's a staph infection, the 2 being guard Carl Nix and place kicker Lawrence Tynes. The other player on the roster has yet to be named. Medical personnel were in Tampa Bay assessing the situation, and their opponent Sunday, the Philadelphia Eagles, said they were still planning on making the trip to Florida. And if that game is indeed played, look out for Mike Vick, who pulled a hamstring last week. He practiced today and is now listed at questionable. It is game 1 of the National League Championship Series tonight. Let's take a look at that scoreboard. It's between the Dodgers and the St. Louis Cardinals. It's tied at 2-2. Top of the 6th. In the NHL, Flyers fell to Phoenix. In a shootout, the Kings win 2-1, and the Penguins lose to Florida 6-3. The Islanders also fell 3-2. Dallas wins over Winnipeg 4-1. And in the third period, New Jersey and Calgary are tied at 2. That period just kicked off. Joe's back after the break.
Enjoy the great outdoors at the Whitetail Preserve Shooting Range's Trap, Skeet, and Sporting Clays course. No waiting and no lines. First time shooting? Whitetail Preserve employs certified instructors to help you get the most out of your experience. Hungry? The restaurant at Whitetail has a great menu to satisfy and offers catering for all occasions. Whitetail Preserve Shooting Range, approximately 13 miles west of Hazleton and just 1 hour from Allentown, Reading, and the Delaware Water Gap. 118 Boulevard Road, just off the Rockland Road near Rockland. 384-2314.
Wouldn't it be great if everything in life were fast? Fast, like a cable modem.
Call Service Electric now and get the fastest internet in town. Plus, when you sign up today, you'll also get free installation. Experience the blazing speed of Service Electric high-speed internet service. Your internet will never be the same.
If you haven't found the perfect fishing getaway, you haven't been to Captain's Cove. Located on Henderson Harbor in upstate New York, Captain's Cove offers a variety of accommodations to please just about anyone. The motel, also located on the harbor, offers a magnificent view. Enjoy free morning coffee, air-conditioned rooms, cable TV, and HBO. The cottage can accommodate up to 8 people with 3 bedrooms, a complete kitchen, washer, dryer, 2 full baths, air conditioning, and outside grill and picnic table. Call us today for rates and information at 1-800-824-FISH.
Join us this week on Wellness Through Physical Therapy. Matt Rice, a therapist at Hazleton Physical Therapy, is going to explain to us what causes headaches and if you're suffering from them, how you can get well. That's coming up this week. Join us.
Live 35 Skycast Doppler. Well, across the Northeast right now, really nothing to show you because that is just some clutter off of the radar site. No precipitation at dealing with across our immediate viewing area. But if you notice, still down toward the south, a little bit of some rain left over. But eventually that's going to move out, and I think we're going to start to see clearing skies through the overnight hours. Our live Lehigh tire conditions outside our station in Hazleton, 58 degrees, pressure coming in at 30.06 inches of mercury. Rainfall since midnight hour, 0.03 of an inch of precipitation. 63 at the Wilkes-Barre-Scranton International Airport, 64 degrees in Philadelphia, 57 in Williamsport, 61 in Selinsgrove, and 56 in State College. Up in the Wyoming Valley area from Nanticoke to Wilkes-Barre, Kingston, and Pittston, your temperatures upper 50s to lower 60s. Satellite and radar, this system is starting to fizzle out and is getting pushed further toward the south, a dry push of air from the north, and that's allowing the breaks in the clouds. It's allowing us to clear it out. Now, even though you don't see anything across the Northeast, there's still some spritzes and sprinkles, a little bit of some drizzle left over that basically is just too light to be depicted by radar. But all that's going to be gone, and as we head into tomorrow, it looks like a good day. Now, there was a threat of a isolated shower or sprinkle around, but most locations, I think, should get through the day, maybe every location, without seeing any rainfall. I think we'll see a mix of clouds and sunshine. Overall, looking like a nice Saturday. And as we go into our Sunday, it looks like it should be a pretty nice looking Sunday across our area. All right, so this system moves out, paves the way for a pretty nice looking weekend for both Saturday and Sunday. Extended forecast brought to you by the Wire Guys, a division of Arc Electric. So overall, not looking too bad right across the board. There is a chance of a little bit of some rain that will get here, but that won't get here until we go into about Thursday of next week. Until then, we're going to be looking at temperatures in the 60s, overnight lows generally in the 40s.
So it seems to be leaving us now, though.
It is. That's the good news. Whatever I call it.
Sunday should be beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
excited.
a new day of the week. We now have 8 days a week. Saturday, Sunday, and Sunday.
That's okay. 8 days a week. It's all right. It's all right, but it wasn't too bad of a week. Not too much rain.
Well, could be worse. It could be snow.
There was a little drizzle tonight out at the football game, so it wasn't too bad. And fun games heading out. What's the end of a season looking like? Anybody? I have no idea. I guess we'll have to just wait and see. Oh, boy. It's enough happening here. It's okay. It's all right. We do have tickets coming up next week to give away for the Big Bad Voodoo Daddy at the Welty Center, so it should be pretty exciting. We'll be giving out tickets on Late Edition next week, and one pair will be on Topic A, so make sure you stay tuned to win those tickets at the Welty Center. Ready for the weekend?
I am.
I am.
Always ready for the weekend.
Always ready for the weekend.
All right, we will see you next week. Topic A, 5:30, Late Edition at 10. Have a wonderful weekend, everyone.